Alright, so here we go again. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Now it's time for me to go ahead, play some more Cold Steel. Say, screw that video that I saw. That was like, I hate the Cold Steels, and it's like, oh wow. But yeah, no, I actually enjoy Cold Steels, as I have said before. But yeah, I've actually heard somebody literally say in a video I saw this morning that Cold Steel doesn't respect their time as a player because the side quests are boring, the old schoolhouse is repetitive, and it's like, I highly disagree with that. So, excuse me, where were we? Where were we? What is today? Oh, today is Guerrilla Fortress. That's right. Because there was no way in hell we were getting through Guerrilla Fortress in a single hour. That's right. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. God damn it. But yeah, today we're gonna go ahead and get Guerrilla Fortress. We still seem to have a little time before the train leaves. What should we do? It might be best to just wait in the station until the train arrives. Well, we're done on the ground, so yeah, let's go wait inside. We need to buy our tickets. It's for the trip to Guerrilla Fortress 2. Hey, Eustace. Want to buy some snacks? Buy your own food. Lively as ever, I see. Let's head in then. Uh-huh. Your subtlety knows no bounds. Count Celine. Ooh, I could see the castle for a sec. I could see the castle for a second there. Wait, it's gone again. Well, the forest is quite dense around here. Still, we saw a lot of weird things in that castle. It was one thing after another from the moment we walked through the door. What are you looking at me for? Never mind. That was pretty great. Do you have this much fun on all your field studies? I just wish it was a little longer. Those 2 days went by so quickly. Well, the field study isn't over. We're on our way to our next location, so don't relax just yet. It looks like I must say farewell to Legram once again, for the time being. I wasn't expecting to, but I can't help but feel a little homesick already. I can understand why. It was a really welcoming... Sorry. I can understand why. It was a really welcoming place. It didn't ever... I didn't ever get I didn't ever get the sense that social class were keeping people apart. True. It seems like a place that we nobles could learn much from. I'd definitely like to visit again in the future. It would be great to bring Fee and the others next time too. You're all more than welcome in Legram anytime. I can only hope I'll continue to learn and grow between now and when I next return. Isn't that the truth? Alright, let's go over our schedule again. We're currently en route to Keldic, where we will rendezvous with Group B. From there, we'll take the Transcontinental Railroad to Guerrilla Fortress on the Empire's eastern border. Guerrilla Fortress is one of the Imperial Army's largest strongholds. It's sometimes referred to as the wall that protects the nation from the threat of the Calvert Republic. I've heard it's ludicrously gigantic, almost an icon of military excess. It also houses the two railway guns and has a military exercise ground on the premises. Weren't those the weapons that Gwyn said he regretted constructing? Yeah, they're these two massive orbital cannons pointed towards the east of Calvert. To the east at Calvert. Or more specifically, they're aimed at the buffer zone between us and them, Crossbell State. They are pretty crazy, yeah. It's like you're looking at a mountain of iron. I was pretty overwhelmed when I first saw them. Wait. You've actually seen the railway guns in person? Yeah, Gramps and Claire Lecter and me. Gramps took Claire Lecter and me to see them in this one time. Eyes, focus. That's why I'm having trouble with the fucking dialogue, because my eyes will not focus so that I can actually see the dialogue clearly. Yeesh. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, there we go. Okay. These are the mightiest weapons wrought by the hands of man since the Great Collapse. I want you to consider what it means that that such weapons have been placed here. Well, something like that anyway. To consider what it means. He has a flair for the dramatic, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, today's the day, isn't it? The day that the Chancellor is scheduled to depart for Crossbell. Hell, with Prince Olivert. Guess the trade conference kind of snuck up on us, huh? I think that's where Lecter's going too. I want to go to Crossbell. There's supposed to be this really famous theater group there, and they have a huge theme park, right? That's what I've heard, though you probably know more about it than I do. Apparently, President Toa is going as part of an entourage as to further her studies. Really? She never fails to impress. I hear he's been getting job offers from a bunch of different companies. He's ready to hire her right after graduation. Well, she does merit the high esteem people lavish on her. She's the pride of the academy. Oh yeah, big time. All passengers disembarking here in Celtic, please exit doors. I repeat, you do not approach the rope barriers. That was a person saying that at the time. That's why I started reading it. But it's the same dialogue as you always hear. What's going on here? All this security feels kind of ominous. It seems the railway military police is guarding the opposite platform. Yeah, I wonder if...
Well, isn't this quite the coincidence?
Captain Claire!
It's Claire! Did you come to see me?
Just a coincidence, I'm afraid. Eisengraf will be passing through here soon, so this station's operating under heightened security.
Oh, right!
Still, I'm happy to see you again. It's been, what, 2 months since I last saw you?
She really is attached to Captain Claire. Yeah, almost like sisters. Hard to believe both of them are Ironbloods. At any rate, good day everyone. Let me thank you again for all your help during the recent crisis in Heimdall. Oh, don't worry about it. We simply did our duty as citizens of the Empire. More importantly, what's the meaning of all this extra security? And what is this Eisengraf you mentioned? As in Iron Count, right? You'll see what I mean soon enough. A special express train will momentarily be passing by Platform 1. This train will be passing through at high speed, so travelers on the platform are advised to exercise caution. A special express train? It couldn't be. Ah, right on time. There's Toa. There's Prince Olivert. Surprised Reen caught. And this is to demonstrate Reen's capabilities. And there's the jackass himself. That was the Eisengraph. Come to think of it, I'd heard rumors of a special Crimson train. It's supposedly reserved for use by members of the Imperial government. I've been on it before. It's really fast. It's pretty fancy inside, too. The Eisengraph, or the Iron Count, known in the common parlance, was so titled in honor of Chancellor Osborne himself. Well, I've heard him called the Blood and Iron Chancellor, and I do hear him called the Blood and Iron Chancellor all the time, so I can understand in the iron part. But isn't the Chancellor a commoner by birth? He is, indeed. However, he was granted the title by he was granted the title of Count by His Majesty when he was made Chancellor 11 years ago. Supposedly, it's what led to the train in being given its name shortly thereafter. I see. I doubt he, of all people, sees any worth in titles or prestige. Me? Yeah? Is something bothering you? Your attention seems elsewhere. Still feeling tired after yesterday? No, not really. I just happened to catch a glimpse of Toa and Prince Albert on the train as it passed by. Whoa, I'm surprised you could even make them out. You must have a hawk's eye to be able to see them when the Eisengraph whooshed by so quickly. No, it was probably just a coincidence. It was more than just a glance, though. I could see them clearly in detail. What was that just now? That is my phone going off because I forgot. Because I didn't turn down my notification sound. There we go. Okay. Well, as long as you're not feeling unwell. We'd like to thank all passengers for their cooperation with today's security measures. Transcontinental Railway service bound for Crossbell State now arriving on platform 2. There it comes. Yeah, it looks like we didn't have to wait long after all. Hey, there they are. Wayne, over here. Come on, we haven't got all day. We saved you some seats. Well, if you'll excuse us, Captain. See you later, Claire. Of course. Have a safe trip, everyone. Ho ho ho! Who's that that classy looking babe. Yeah, I should have just stayed on the train. We've reached word from Squad at 8. No unusual movements have been detected on the Twin Dragons Bridge. We've also received word from Squad at 21. They report all high-speed armored cars are in position. Understood. Remain vigilant until the Eisengraph is finished passing through. Once it reaches Crossbell City, have all squads that switch to Phase 2. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure the Imperial Liberation Front will show themselves? They will. I'm certain of it. I see. It sounds like Group A had quite an eventful couple of days too. Yeah, though I find it kind of hard to believe that you could have seen some ghost, seen the ghost of Leanne Sandlot. That's ridiculous. Are you sure you weren't just hallucinating or something? Huh. You can think whatever you like. We totally saw her, I swear. Well, ghost or not, there was definitely someone there besides us. Anyway, that's enough about ghosts and spirits for the time being. I am more concerned about the affairs of the living, like where Koval and the Arabian Blade Master went. It sounds like Big Duke Cayenne is up to something too, and he's not someone we can afford to take lightly. We didn't run into anything like that in the Jurai Special Economic Zone, though I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched it on. The Empire stitched it on nice and neat, without much opposition. Wow, now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seems like a pretty lively place. And the revenue generated from taxes there goes directly to the Imperial government's coffers, instead of the pockets of the nobility. It's hardly a mystery why the reformists think so highly of it. Well, that aside, I'm a little concerned about the upcoming trade conference at Crossbell. Same goes for the Imperial Liberation Front. They've been awfully quiet since it's the show they put on last month. Now that you mention it, that does seem rather suspicious. Is that it related somehow to why we're going to Guerrilla Fortress? Well, it's not the main reason, but it's not an entirely unrelated. I'll let you look forward to finding out all about it when we get into the fortress itself. Anyway, hey, how many of you have passed this through Guerrilla Fortress by train before? Nobody but Ed Milliam. Just us? this, huh? I can't wait to see everybody's first reactions. True. Huh? Why is that? Well, I've seen it in photographs at least. A camera can't really capture how ridiculous it is. Yep. It's supposed to be a macho gateway to the Empire, but it just seems like it's trying way too hard. What's that supposed to mean? The gateway to the Empire, and one of the largest military bases in the country. I look forward to the chance to see it in person then. Alright. I guess I should have read that one, because that one basically explained that, yeah, this is a restricted area, so no photography. And only authorized personnel are allowed to disembark, which makes sense when you think about it. Wow, that was kind of... It sounded pretty severe for a train announcement. Well, yeah, but they gotta inform you somehow about that. We are passing through a military facility. I don't think they're being unreasonable. Do you really think that's the issue here? I'm not sure having that it'd be one of the first things foreign visitors here is a very good impression of the country. And that's a good point. Oh, we're finally here. What in Idiot's name is that? This, my friends, should look pretty damn familiar if you saw the flash forward. Yes, we have finally now caught up with the flash forward. Well, okay, not caught up, but we are at the point where in the story where the flash forward takes place. So. The scale is just This is Guerrilla Fortress? The entire place is built from iron and concrete? Just how much money has the army dumped into building all of this? Yep, that was about as entertaining as I'd hoped. Not that I'm surprised. I thought the same thing when I first saw it. From the crossbow side, all you can see is a cliff, though. Yeah, but those two railway guns can still poke out through it. Hey, instructor, what did you bring us out here to show? What did you bring us out here to show us? What else? We're here so you can see the true essence of what makes an army. Or what comprises the military strength and forms its foundation. what other place in the Empire has that on display as clearly as here. Engineers and tradesmen, mostly. You'll see a lot of them around. And keeping a fortress this size up and running is a full-time job for more than just the military's people. So it seems. It's almost like its own town here. On the other side of the fortress, it's more or less a straight shot to Crossbell City, right? To think that such a bustling center of trade is so close to a massive military facility like this. Yeah, Crossbell City is only about 30 minutes away by train. From the top of the fortress, you can even see the skyscraper where the trade conference is going to take place.
I see you've arrived.
Oh,
Instructor Neidhart!
Good morning, Major Neidhart. Instructor Valestein of Thor's Military Academy, homeroom teacher for Class 7, reporting the arrival of myself and all students in my care.
Acknowledging your arrival at 11:30 hours. Welcome to Guerrilla Fortress. In addition to my teaching duties at the Academy, I hold the rank of Major in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I'll be acting as your guide, as well as your instructor for special lectures during your time here at the fortress. Now, if you'll follow me.
Including today, you will have 2 days remaining in this month's field study. However, we won't be assigning you any tasks during that time. Instead, you'll be participating in a series of special lectures and a field trip. A field trip here. So what exactly does that entail, instructor? At 1400 hours today, a joint military exercise will be taking place at Guerrilla's Proving Ground. The 4th and 5th Armored Divisions will be participating, and you will be observing it. We're going to watch a military exercise. The 4th Armored Division, huh? The 4th Armored Division is led by none other than Elliot's dad, Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. By all accounts, it's one of the strongest armored divisions in the Imperial Army. And did you know our friend in the Major here is their most promising young member? It's true. Moving on. And as I said, you'll only be observing this exercise. is not actively participating. I imagine that it has some of you feeling rather relieved, doesn't it? It does sound like a pretty easy assignment after all. But we'll see how many of you feel the same after experiencing it for yourselves. That is all from me. It is currently 11:50 hours. Lunch has been prepared for you in the mess hall. I'd advise you all to eat. Your field trip isn't something to be undertaken on an empty stomach. Yeah, you're gonna need all the energy you can get to for General Craig's ridiculousness. So, this food, we have salty corned beef, and I think I'm getting a hint of peas from the soup. I could use this bread as a lethal projectile. I do think it wouldn't have hurt to use a few more herbs, or flavors in general. Calling this edible would be generous. I've heard plenty of rumors about the food that they serve in the Imperial Army, and I wouldn't have guessed that they'd all be true. Huh, I didn't think the food they served in the mess hall at Zender Gate was all that bad, though. I don't think it would kill them to serve something a little more appetizing. This is the exact same thing they served when I came in with my class last year. Probably from the same batch, too, by the look of it. It really brings back memories. I was pretty surprised the first time my dad brought me to eat here, too. Huh, you guys really think it's that bad? It really brings back memories for me, too. At least there's some cheese and an apple. The food served in the army makes use of common ingredients that are easy to preserve and store. The ingredients used to make all the food on your trays couldn't be easily stockpiled in large quantities. So even if a war were to break out, a meal like this could still be served without any trouble. So that explains it. I see. So the army serves simple foods all the time to avoid the decrease in morale from wartime in rationing? Well, not all the time. However, one can think of this food as a philosophical statement from the continent's strongest army. In the sense, it suggests that soldiers should live and work each day as though a war effort depends on them. Every day. So they should be just as tense during times of peace as during times of war. Oh, okay. I don't shrimp Tuesdays anyway, but yeah. Well, it's a bit too much mind over matter idealism for my tastes, but it's worth being aware of. And to throw a different perspective in the mix here, the food the provincial armies serve is actually pretty good. Good enough that you can't help but wonder how they'd cope if an actual war were to ever break out. Well, it's not like serving good food means you have a crappy army. I hear our neighbor LaBurle serves up some pretty tasty food in their army. LaBurle's army is fairly elite. Probably because the threat of being neighbors to the Empire keeps them tense. I feel a little conflicted hearing you say that. Well, these things are all about finding a good balance. Variety is the spice of life, you know. If you eat nothing but dull, bland food all the time, well, you know what they say, you are what you eat. I could do with fewer of your I could do with fewer of your pithy remarks Eric's on my diet, Instructor Valstein. Anyway, as you heard, there's going to be a military exercise at the Proving Ground at 2 in the afternoon today. At 12:30, it's 12:30 right now, so you have an hour to do whatever you like. Then they'll make an announcement half an hour before, so be sure to listen for it and do whatever it tells you. Understood? So when you say whatever we like, does that mean we can tour the fortress? Of course. You're welcome to roam around as long as you don't poke your nose into any restricted areas. So go ahead and explore. There's plenty worth seeing here, like the command center. Though if you're feeling a little tired from your field study so far, you're welcome to rest in your rooms. It would be a shame to waste such a valuable opportunity. I suppose I should at least get a general overview of the fortress. Alright, so now we are at this point. Oh, alright, so now I'm going to bring up the guide, because of course I am.
Right.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So now it's basically go out and find our teammates. That's right. Alright, so this is Guerrilla Fortress, and it is, as you can see, frickety huge. So now we gotta go off and basically go talk to our teammates, and to our classmates. So, since you're the first one we found, Emma, you will be the first one we talk to. Oh, are you taking a rest, Emma? I did take a short walk around, but everything about this fortress is so imposing. It made me feel a little faint. I feel you there. Looking at Emma now, it's hard to believe she's the same person who's almost single-handedly guided us through that castle. Green? Nah, never mind. But there is one thing that's been bugging me lately. Ever since we arrived on the ground, I feel like just out of the corner of my eye, I catch glimpses of this small black shadow following us. But ever since we got to the fortress, I haven't seen it. Really? Maybe you were possessed by something. Possessed? Yikes. That's kind of an unsettling thought. It is, isn't it? Whew. I'm glad I told her to go back. Like when we reached Keldic. Yeah, because Reen's got a sharp eye for that. Oh yeah, Tol gave me a call about what happened to Graham. So you had a mechanical monster show up outside the city limits? Yeah, Toval looked pretty concerned when we first mentioned it to him too. Do you know anything about them? Well, I'm no stranger to the group that makes them. They go by the name Ouroboros. This is also the first time that they name drop Ouroboros. So, effectively, this was my introduction to this was my effectively my introduction to Ouroboros, or at the very least to the fact that they make archaisms. Because I don't actually remember when I actually had the twist revealed to me between either playing this one or, like, which came first, playing this or learning about the reveal. You know, but before I played it, that was pretty much all I really knew outside of the first chapter of Sky 1 was of course the Weissman twist. So, and that was really the first introduction of Ouroboros. But if you're playing Cold Steel, this is where the name first gets dropped. This is actually one of the reasons why I like this game, because the world building is actually very damn good, and it basically rewards you for having played the previous games. As I said, hell, if I had actually played the Crossbell games, I'd probably be getting them, like, the references to Crossbell would probably not be flying over my head as much as they are even now, right? And I know Anaxi, poked their head in and is like, play the Crossbell games, and I'm like, no, I am not putting up with that headache. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was an OBS issue or what, but no, I'm waiting for the PS4 versions. Or the Switch. I might get them on the Switch. I don't know yet. There's a secret society of sorts. There's that acts in the shadows all across the continent. A secret society? We don't know how many members there are, or what they're capable of. Honestly, we don't know much about them at all. Yeah, because they do tend to have, like, multiple groups, effectively. There are, of course, members that show up in multiple points in the franchise, Blue Blanc being the prime example. So, yeah. What we do know is that they have access to technology more advanced than most cutting-edge research institutes, and that they've been behind in several crises that have threatened to shake the foundations of the entire nation-states. And these are the people who made those monsters? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd find it hard to swallow, but there's no denying what we saw out there. Well, you don't need to come to grips with it just yet. We call the mechanical monsters, just like the one you guys fought, archaisms. And lately, it seems like an awful lot of them have made their way onto the black market. And there's been one sighting after another these days, all over the Empire and beyond. Wow, that's heavy. Does that mean there's a chance since they might be plotting something here in Erebonia? Just in your opinion, I mean. Well, that's the tricky thing about them. It doesn't necessarily mean that at all. Oh, there have been cases where we know they put archaisms out into the wild, purely to test their abilities, for example. Still, it's something to keep in the back of your mind, at least. Right. I'll be sure to let the others know, too. Alright, whoops. Alright, so... Laura and Fee. Together as they should be. I've heard about this fortress from my father, but seeing it in person really drives home its incredible scale. Oh yeah, your father helps train the Imperial Army in swordsmanship, doesn't he? I can see why he's so busy if he's going around training all the soldiers in places this massive. Indeed, I feel like the reality of that is finally sinking in for me as well. I have no idea how his teachings are actually being applied, though. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to find out during today's military exercise. I'm looking forward to it. The soldiers have been pretty well trained. Pretty well equipped, too. Ooh, like you'd expect from the Empire's biggest fortress. You'd need to put in some serious prep time if you wanted to topple it. Fee? I'm not sure that's something you should say within earshot of the soldiers. Old habits die hard. Fee. Didn't mean to activate turbo mode, damn it. Okay, so if we come up here, we can speak to Major Neidhart. So you're the students who have come to tour the fortress. Yes, sir. He's wearing an officer's uniform. I wonder if he's... This is Lieutenant General Walter, commander of Guerrilla Fortress. He also serves as the division commander for the 5th Armored Division, which is stationed here. I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us the opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I have my doubts that you'd be able to endure the military's training regiment and with a physique like that. You sure you're training them properly, Major? My apologies, sir. Though I hear the Academy has a former bracer as their combat instructor, they must really be scraping bottom. I've heard of the Purple Lightning before, of course, but a bracer is still a bracer. Leaving such an important role in the hands of a civilian is ridiculous. The famous Thor's isn't what it used to be. Oh. Yeah, General Morgan was like that too. The problem is with that attitude is, oh, they're a civilian, they don't count. That is such a stupid idea. I'm going to use a quote that'll seem unrelated, but actually fits pretty damn well with this. When you're at the I forget exactly how it goes, but I think it's something like, when people see you as above them, they put you on a pedestal and you seem unreachable to them. So no one asks you for a dance. It's not one-to-one, but that's a paraphrased speech from Pyrrha Nikos from Rooster Teeth's Ruby. Effectively, what she's saying is as a celebrity, when she's placed on top, she's kind of distanced from the people that admire her, right? It's actually one of the reasons why she fell for Jean, like she did. And the thing is there's a similar point here, except it's kind of in the reverse. The military personnel have put themselves on a pedestal and thus kind of forget how civilians live, right? they effectively see themselves above civilians, and the idea of now, on the one hand, I can understand why placing a civilian in charge of instructing a military class as would be off-putting for a soldier, but on the other, this whole attitude of bracers are pathetic is so stupid, because the bracers have strengths and weaknesses, and the army has strengths and weaknesses. There's a thing called balance between the two extremes, right? That's why that's why the frickin' Sky games ended up, well, especially Sky 2, ended up having to be have a plot line where it was like the liberal Royal Army had to frickin' wake the fuck up and realize, oh wait, if we work with the bracers, we can accomplish more than if we just keep our thumbs up our ass and be fucking stubborn dumb fucks. There's a reason why that storyline was as prevalent as it was, and it was so irritating. And granted, the only one that was really like, bracers can go fuck themselves, was General Morgan, and he had a reason for that. A really fucking petty and pathetic reason, admittedly, but a reason all the same. Well, no surprises here. It's like he fills in every box on the checklist for stereotypical Imperial Army soldier. And there's my problem with it right there. It's stereotypical. When you conform to stereotypes, you need to rethink yourself. Anyway, as Fortress Commander, allow me to welcome you to Guerrilla. Keep in mind, though, that we're constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have no problem with your class conducting your field study here, but see that you don't get in the way. Of course, sir. Very well, I'll take my leave here, as I have business to attend to. He's certainly strict. Well, he is responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most vital defensive fortifications running smoothly. Considering the ongoing tensions between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allowed you to come at all. Don't forget it. Now, I'm afraid I must excuse myself as well. You're welcome to tour the rest of the fortress, but don't try to enter the combat center. Of course. Good luck with your work, instructor. I'll see you later. Yep. So, I believe. Oh. Okay, I thought that looked like a treasure chest for a second. I was like, wait, what? But no, that was a NPC dot. So, yeah. Hanger. By the way, each of these conversations are actually going to be somewhat important to keep in mind going forward. Except for the general thing. Shitting on, except for Lieutenant General Walter shitting on Sarah. Seems like this is the hangar for tanks and armored cars. staggering. I mean, to see so many of them lined up in one place. So if we come over here, we'll start with elevator. I'm not looking forward to this. You ever seen a military exercise? You've never seen any military exercises before, right, Reen? Yeah, this will be my first time. I take it you have then? Yeah, my dad showed me one the last time he brought me out here. He really does want me to join the military, but I really don't think I'll ever be suited for it the way he is. I get where you're coming from. The more I hear about his dad, the more curious I get. Yeah. Okay. To be more accurate, it's when the screen goes like this that you have more important ones, usually. I'm not entirely sure how to feel seeing so many... Oh, God. Accents lined up like this. The Brainford Company makes these, don't they? Unfortunately so. I'm sure they'll be using them for this military exercise too. As far as I can tell, they'll be pitted against the older, outdated models. That sounds pretty brutal. The older tanks don't stand a chance. Well, that's kind of the point. They want to show off how easily the Axons can dominate them. Well, you don't get the chance to go eyes on with this stuff every day. I'll take the opportunity to see for myself just how competent they are. That's just like her. Platform. Oops. I keep doing that. What I mean to use is actually use turbo mode. Oh, I am allowed to go this way. Okay. That's what that is. How was that so. Let's head outside. Looks like this is the fortress's airport. There might come a day where I find myself in a military airship. Yeah, maybe. Over here, we've got Machias Crow. Crazy. He really is night and day. Yeah, it's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. What's wrong, you two? Oh, we were just talking about how different this place is to Jirai. Jirai was super lively, but this place... I think Crow's having withdrawals now that he's somewhere without easy access to a casino at all times. I can imagine. It seems like everyone's talking about Jirai these days, though. Was it really that amazing? It was. Because I didn't know what to expect with the recent annexation by Arabonia. Not everything looks fine to me. But everything looked fine to me. It has offices, an entertainment district, and all the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go so far as to say they're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh? A little bird told me Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. It's also told me he used some pretty forceful tactics to get them to agree. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But paying taxes is a citizen's duty. It's only natural that they do so now that they're under the Arbonia's protection, right? Sounds like this is a pretty complicated issue. Oh yeah, taxes are always a complicated issue. Oof. Normally I tell you how powerful these things are, but yeah, you're gonna see soon enough. Alright, so... I have no idea where else I need to go. Go back down here. Ah, there it is. Got that opened up. I can't believe the size of this place. No? Given that uniform, you must be one of the students from Thor's. Feel free to look around all you like, but try to stay out of the way. Hey, we're all incredibly busy at the moment. So if you don't mind, I'd ask you to make your way to the corridor over there instead of hanging around here. Understood. Thank you very much. Might as well get over there. Oh, you're one of the ones from Thor's, aren't you? Don't wander off on your own or anything. Security is on high alert for some trade conflicts. We're working some pretty rough shifts already, so we don't need you causing any extra trouble. Don't worry. There's a million more entering around. So let's start with Gus. Gus, yes? Are you okay? I'm just kind of shocked at how different the atmosphere here is from Zender Gate. Well, it is a major military base right on the border of Crossbell. I never imagined it'd be quite this big, though. This place is such a departure from Zender Gate that I can hardly believe that this is the same military. Although, perhaps this is the true face of the Imperial Army. This fortress is the very definition of oversized, and that's ignoring the excessive display of military power. I imagine that posturing it is meant to show the Crows and provincial army that they could crush them on a whim. I forgot what this place probably means to you and your family. I suppose. While I don't agree with my father's actions, I can't say I'm comfortable with this fortress's presence either. In fact, I find it hard to believe that anyone could sleep peacefully near a fortress like this. Last but not least, Million. I guess you can't see it from here after all. We'd be able to see it from where the railway guns are, but they'll get mad if I get too close to them. What are you up to now, Million? You know that huge Orchis Tower? Orchis Tower? I forget how they pronounce it. It's where they're holding the trade conference? I'm trying to get a good view of that. Oh yeah, they mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle and on the radio. Can you actually see it from all the way over here? That'd be incredible. Would I ever lie to you? I wish I could have gone with Gramps instead of being stuck on some stupid field study. Why'd you join class 7 then? Speaking of which, they're going to be holding the keynote session there tomorrow. I wonder what they'll be talking about during it. Most people will be thinking it's just so they can decide on finance rules and stuff for Western Lemuria. But I think it's really going to end up being about who Crossbell belongs to. Knowing Gramps, he might even try to get Crossbell to become part of Erebonia. Seriously? The prince is going to be there too, so he'll probably just try to shake everybody up a bit. Unbelievable. Toa's there too, though, so here's hoping things go well. With that kid, I know we'd be getting visitors from Thor's, but they're older than that, right? How did she even get in here? Well, she is also a student of Thor's, admittedly. Oh, right, I can't go back to the fortress from that side. That is admittedly be a dumb thing. So, oh, shoot. I think I might have screwed up. Where's my phone? There's my phone. I need to check something. It's chapter 11. Okay, I have chapter 11. Good. Return to the fortress. No, there's still somebody else. Who haven't I talked to yet? Wait, did I go this way? Oh, I did, yeah, this... Oh, nope, never mind. I did not go here yet. Back to this lady. Or a lady? No, guy. I thought it was a girl. What the hell? Never mind. Where did this container come from? I don't remember anyone ordering it. Oh, yeah. Probably not important. Thought that was a pathway, but nope. I'm wrong. Tell how often I frickin' pay attention. Anyways. There it is. This bulletin is to inform all Thor's students that preparations for today's military exercise are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat. That's Instructor Neidhart. Heard the time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way to the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others on the way. So, ready for some unexpected shakeup? Regarding a certain general. And main battle tanks. There are plenty of older model tanks out there too. It even looks like they have airships here. Oh yeah, like the ones we saw in North. Welcome. Oh. That's Elliot's dad. I don't see any the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made the jump from father to son, though. Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, Neidhart. And Instructor Valentine, I believe. Pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us on the Academy's curriculum today. Think nothing of it. Many of these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army, after all. Besides, I owe a lot to old General Van Dyke. These must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. Elliot, my boy, it's so good to see you again. Huh? It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you've got, too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. You've still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes you'll be staying and being my little cherub forever. But you're a man in Erebonia, and the men of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the stories. Are you kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. Moving right along. So that's his weak point. His daughter. I'm just gonna move on. I am Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Proceed to pleased to make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You've got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in my bones. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of simulated battle conducted by the 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the formation center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuvering to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today, we'll be using the previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will be allowed to evade and return fire, but they will only have been armed with paintballs. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. So you intend to actually destroy the other teams? It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours, right on schedule. We'll now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Divisions 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin! Yes, sir! 5th Armored Division, Armored Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Division, Armored Regiment and an Infantry Regiment advance together. Armored Car Division deploy to the left and right. This is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. You said those tanks were called Axons? Yeah, they're a type of main battle tank I think the Reinhardt company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what numbers and decimal points don't. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. And the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the wings, huh? That's kind of crazy. You try fighting things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. That's as true as our own nation, and for our own nation as it is for others. I can't get used to this. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be worried. I mean, I guess it's another kind of strength. Sorry you had to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it. But we're the guests here, after all. Thanks for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner's a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hashed beef day. That's an Imperial Army tradition, isn't it? It's... Ooh, that smell is making me hungry. Oh yeah, where did your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander and enter with Instructor Neidhart. She did ask us to eat without her tonight. Ah, right. Well, if she's with Major Neidhart, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armored Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red, but they've got the Major too, and he's kind of scary. Like a division of musclemen. Anyways, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hash beef's gonna go cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Excuse me. Wow, it's actually delicious. It's like night and day compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me. Ah, come on, guys. What's with all the gloomy faces? You think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook? Like, what were you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand at least a little bit of how we feel. It's like, has everything we've learned in our time at the academy been for nothing? Academics, the arts, individual skill in combat, none of these matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're looking to do is fight a war, you don't need any of these. All you'd need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well, and a strategy that employs them effectively. I suppose. The Axons are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be, too. I remember my mother boasting about their capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a place for swords on the battlefield with weapons like those on the front lines. Well, I don't think that means individual combat skill doesn't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in that military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. It's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a sword or a gun. And all the way up to something as huge as Guerrilla's railway guns, too. I think I finally understand what they wanted us to why they wanted us to watch the military exercise in the first place. They could have taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Well, looks like you didn't wait for me. You just start the party. Instructor Sarah? So you spoke with the commander? Sure did. I've got up-to-date info on the trade conference, too. As well as all the latest on the terrorists. So there's new information about the Imperial Liberation Front? Anyway, before I get to that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture. Make sure we'll all bring you up to speed on that info I just mentioned. After that, you've been granted special permission station to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to that. It sounds like we get a pretty packed schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation processes power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Guerrilla Fortress just happens to have the power, in a very striking, easy to understand form. As students of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of the power. However, the Empire of Erebonia wields at present a power where you might one day be in charge of yourselves. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying this famous hashed beef rice. I've heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward to this all day. We should probably finish eating. Yeah, though it's gotten a bit cold now. Maybe I'll go ask for seconds. Ooh, Eustace. If you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. Little overly hostile towards Milliam there, Eustace. Come on now. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that covers today's batch. Whew, I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know how every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this. Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the Orbital Net. They got everything hooked up to the network over in Crossbell, right? Wish the Empire could get on that a bit more. Think of the utility. Well, from the sound of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wired connection to make use of it. And considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's widespread. It's a widespread thing here. Huh? An orb mail. Looks like it's from HQ. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the Orbital Net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send you orders round the clock. Huh? What's going on? So get this. They're planning on doing some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we gotta outfit 20 Axons with C units by tomorrow. 20? Seriously? Might as well start up another pot of coffee. We're in for an all-nighter for sure. Do we have that many C units left? Actually, another lot came by freight just this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess we'll just have to get it done. Crap. At least let us take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. You want anything? I guess I could have gotten here within an hour. How long have I been going? Hour and a half. Okay. Hey, yeah, I couldn't afford overtime, so. Maybe yesterday, or not yesterday, Thursday when I did this. Because I was not streaming Friday because Christmas Eve. I had stuff to do, and yeah. Ugh. Excuse me. My arm's falling asleep. Lee. So now we get the report on the Imperial Liberation Front. The Imperial Liberation Front is in Crossbell. That's right, or at least that's what the Intelligence Division believes. It looks like a known terrorist organization from the Calvary Republic has turned up in Crossbell too. The situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. Oh no. What are the authorities doing? Everything they can, naturally. However, operations are being handled solely by the Intelligence Division. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything. Just that they have a trusted ally taking care of things. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually Lloyd, believe it or not. One of the very few things... One of the very few things I know about the Crossbell games that I have effectively spoiled about the Crossbell games for me is actually that Lloyd actually works with Lecter in the Crossbell games. So, yeah, that's pretty much one of the few things I know, which does make a degree of sense. I mean, considering what happens at the end of Cold Steel 2, but I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's just move on. But who does the Intelligence Division trust? You gotta know something about this, right, Short Stack? Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. I guess it's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you that they're a really strong bunch, though. That's still pretty vague. Hey, I got a few ideas. Anyway, there's not much point in us worrying about that right now. The bigger issue is that our terrorists of the hour, the Imperial Liberation Front, are a bigger crew than we thought. Actually, that makes sense. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Seriously? An airship? Can we assume Rhineford's the manufacturer? Correct. Just how something that large found its way into the hands of insurgents is currently unknown, but it seems to be a high-speed model different from the heavily armored types favored by the Imperial Army. I bet it's from the RF-26 series. There are a number of different models within that series, though. But if they have an airship, that means that they're going to be a whole lot more difficult to catch, doesn't it? That's exactly what it means. It's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their possession, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. That's quite worrying, especially since Prince Olivert is attending the conference and poison crossbow right now, too. Yeah. Damn, now you got me worrying. Aw, take it easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about with Gramps and Lecter over there, too. Well, that aside, if the terrorists' attention is currently focused on Crossbow, does that mean that the Empire is effectively safer now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Princess Alphen during the summer festival last month. It's possible it's just a feint. Maybe they just want us to believe they're targeting the Chancellor. The Railway Military Police thought so too, which is why they've increased the security level here at home. The Emperor and everyone else connected to the Imperial family should be safe. They've also beefed up security anywhere that seemed short-handed. As well prepared as ever, I see. At any rate, you finally uncovered some information on the terrorists' identities, correct? That's right. Though, once again, we have the Intelligence Division to thank for that. If you turn your attention to the screen, please. I know that face. Gee! That's the man that kidnapped Princess Alphen and Elise in Heimdall. Not to mention he tried to start a war with Calvert in the Nord Highlands. So who is he? His full name is Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Heimdall. That man? A teacher? So an academic. Right. His focus was political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh, so getting laid off set him on the road to terrorism? Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go was because he was heading out tracks and fillers in public. You'll find these kinds of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups, though. I'm seeding a group with their core ideology, they twist it to being even more militant and radical. You can't even reason with them either. Yeah, they just don't know when to give up. Sounds like some other groups I know. So, do we know anything about the others? We've crossed paths with what I can only assume are 3 other key members last month in Heimdall. Yes, C, V, and S, V, and C. It seems like they haven't been able to dig up much on those 3 yet. Their strongest lead right now is that V may have belonged to a Jaeger Corps. Interesting. He was trying around this machine gun, and that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Did he seem familiar to you, Fee? Not really. They're working on narrowing down the identity of S, too, but it's too early to make any informed statements. The real unknown is their leader, C. The one with the visored helmet. I heard he was able to go toe-to-toe with Reen, Laura, and Fee simultaneously. I almost find that hard to believe. I don't imagine I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying that the Radiant Blade Master could defend and 3 of us off without much of a problem. But I'd bet good Mira, Instructor Sarah, and Major Neidhart could do it too. I can't say for certain. Look at Mr. Modesty over here. The Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. I've heard people mention him alongside Major Vander. Playing it on a little thick today, aren't we? Going by the family name, it seems Seems safe to assume he's a practitioner of the Vander style of swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Vander from Xander Gate. While I would question whether I can stand on equal footing with him, Major Vander is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during my military academy years, and quite close to Prince Olivert as well. In fact, he's in Crossbell right now, serving as the prince's bodyguard. Whoa. Well, it's reassuring to know. And getting back to the point, it's not just C. We still know very little about their group as a whole. Even their source of funding is a mystery, so even if they're a no-show in Crossbell, I doubt we've heard the last of them. And call it a coincidence or fate, but you've put the kibosh on their schemes twice now. It's entirely possible that they've come to hold a special grudge against you, so be careful. Right. Yeah, we'll be sure to keep that in mind. Excuse me. Eventually, the afternoon series of special lectures came to an end. And it was finally time to get a peek at Guerrilla Fortress's infamous railway guns. You'll now be shown to the area where the railway guns are housed. All of what you're about to see is highly classified. I presume you're aware of the protocol surrounding confidential intel? Yes, instructor. I'm getting kind of nervous. Me too. Guys, it's just the railway guns. I've seen them before. They're nothing to get all excited over. Orion, this part of the field study isn't mandatory for you. If you'd like to stay here and wait for us, that'd be more than okay. Jeez, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be the only one left behind. Honestly. Excuse me, Robert. This is Neidhart speaking. Yes, hello, Commander Walter. Wait. Mueller wants to speak to me. Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? What's happening? Is he taking a call from someone outside the fortress on his Arcus? Sure looks that way. Understood. We'll be on alert here as well. Yes, right. Take care out there. Did something happen in Crossbell? I'm afraid so. A short while ago, the skyscraper where the conference is taking place came under attack by the Imperial Liberation Front. The attack was carried out via airship. Fortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Prince Oliver, Chancellor Osborne, and the others are unharmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger has truly passed. They really did attack the conference. How foolish. But that's not all, is it? Something else strange happened. What is it? The terrorists were somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulate the shutters that partition the building. Furthermore, they had with them a force of mechanical monsters. I don't like the sound of that. You found something like that on the gram, right? Yeah. We ran into one of them on the highway there. And they broke into the orbital net. Major, how much of Guerrilla Fortress is connected to the network? At present, it's only used for inventory and equipment management by the maintenance staff. What was that? A tremor? It came from right below us. Below? The hangar. Yeah. That's what. That's why they needed the 20 C units. What the hell? The accents. Ugh. What happened here? They just started moving. No one's inside. They just started moving on their own. Did the C units start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What's a C unit? It's an automatic control unit we put on vehicles, those that are going to serve as targets as military exercises. How did C units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? This is really bad. I'm going to assess the situation. I need you here to help fight the fires and assist with the injured maintenance staff. Yes, sir. Please be careful out there. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. Are automatic control systems really capable of that level of advancement maneuvering? No, they're definitely not. Our current technology isn't capable of anything new as advanced. But if you were able to apply the tech used in the archaisms, it certainly becomes a whole lot more possible. Instructor, are you saying that the society might be involved in this? I'd say it's looking more likely by the minute. What are they? Hey, what are they? Isn't that the proving grounds we visited yesterday out that way? Just what are they planning? What in Adios' name is going on here? Why are unmanned tanks roving around, blasting the hell out of this base on their own? Well, it seems that last night headquarters sent an order to the engineers to fit those tanks with C units. Preposterous! I gave no such order. But never mind that. Right now, we need to focus on extinguishing the fires and quelling the confusion, and send a report for assistance to the 4th Armored Division. What should we do? I can't see us being able to catch up with them without a horse at the very least. But what's their goal? What are they trying to accomplish here? Whatever it is, there definitely has to be some kind of game plan. You can't just sit around and do nothing. Leave this to us. Isn't that bad? General, HQ's apprised me of the situation. Leave these rogue tanks to us. You can't rule out the possibility we can't rule out the possibility that there are diversions. I want you all to stay here. Understood, sir. Thank you, General. That, you too, Wellington. 4th Armored Division, advance. Take out those out of control tanks. Use by any means necessary. Our opponents are unmanned, and so there's no need to hold back. Yes, General. Oh, your dad's really something else, Elliot. I admit he is pretty cool when he takes charge like that. Well, it seems we no longer need to worry about those tanks at least. But what are they after? That's the question of the hour, isn't it? We can't let our guard down just yet. Might I suggest we fall back to the fortress, Major? A prudent move, after we assess the level of damage inside. Hey, aren't those... What in the... Imperial Liberation Front? Whoa, there's two of them. There's no way we could have known they had another force. First line in wait. Yeah? The hangar. Turn to the awesome music. I still maintain that the music is fantastic in this game. So many bops on this soundtrack.
Do they seriously think they could breach an impregnable fortress?
They're just terrorists! Wipe them out! Right back at you! All right, let's get this party started then. We're headed straight for the left railway gun. If anyone gets in our way, fill them full of holes. Yeah!
What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here?
I thought they were in Crossbow.
Well, that is the main attraction. They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they? Our mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
They're going for both the left and right wings. Shit. It's the railway guns. It's the railway guns they're after? No. Are they gonna fire them at the trade conference where the Chancellor is? If a shot from one of the railway guns hit that building, it'll blow the place to smithereens. So that's what they're after? The situation has escalated beyond the scope of the revealed study. I want you all to stand by here. No way. We can't just stand idle while these insurgents run amok. If you won't take us with you, then we'll take action ourselves. Look, time's one luxury we don't have. I think it's best to have them help us. Listen up. We're going back into the fortress. Group A and B, you're with me. Let's do this. And then this is where we catch up with the flash forward. We have officially caught up with the flash forward. And of course, to save money, they basically just replay the beginning with slight tweaks because, well, now we actually know the characters, right?
It's no use! We can't even scratch them! What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division! We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig!
This is awful. What happened here?
How terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along, which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
This does look kind of bad.
Understatement of the year.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
Green's right.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try.
Right. I'm not about to let those terrorists have their way.
Wait, we're not
Looks like any attempt to convince you otherwise would fall on deaf ears.
in Italy on the flash forward? I forget now.
All right. Green, you and the rest of Group A are with me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun in the right wing. The other group will secure the left. This is an actual combat situation, with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you.
Yes, sir! All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test.
Understood!
Alright. Now we got Sarah on board. Check. Yep. All over. Okay then. Two Machias, but he's not here. Elliot, he's also not here. God damn it. Guys, it's almost full forward. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, you know what? We'll bring in you, tactics, you two, there. Alright, let's do this. So yeah, they basically told her to cheating with a lot of this. Pretty sure we didn't have millions original.
Here they come.
They look just like that thing we fought during our field study.
Mechanical monstrosities.
Save the talking for later. We need to take these things out.
Got it!
Of course, we're
Here they
stronger.
come. Stay focused, class.
Here we go!
Leave it to me. Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot to equip Sarah.
Now.
Go! Oh, no, you don't!
Yes, sir! No more chance! And one for me! Down we go!
Go!
Okay.
Of course.
Stand down.
swordsmanship gets better with every battle.
And I've got a way to go to get to your level.
There we go. Taking care of that.
No doubt about it. Those things were the same as the one we fought outside Legram.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress. I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw too.
Seems so.
They definitely look more like orbally powered archaisms than monsters.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory group. And a real pain to deal with, too. We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
Yeah, Million was definitely not there, so yeah.
What the?
Looks like they were packing explosive charges. We'll need to find another route.
So yeah, they changed it up. I mean, that is technically nerve cheating. Weirdly. But I don't know. These things fresh. So got on. Prologue. Right. This way. Because I have treasure chests open. And yeah,
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
I'm not gonna bother fighting these enemies. I could just to see what we can get. Million ones of treasure, but I don't know. Like I said, that's what the final fortress is for.
Let's go, Remy!
Well, except for Sarah, because most of the ones that you get for Sarah have to be done here, admittedly.
Now's a chance!
So I guess there's that.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Yes, sir!
Please.
Here we go!
Of course. Leave it to me.
Kill it.
Okay, burning daylight.
Damn it. Okay, fine. I will do this, damn it. There's no. Okay.
Here's our chance. Don't mess it up. My turn.
Go!
Right. Hey.
Yes, sir!
Leave it to me.
My turn!
Of course.
Here I go! Now!
And one for me. Right. Hey.
Dang it, I screwed that up.
Evil will fall before my
I
blade.
really should have just done the rush. I need more rushes and
It seems this is a storage area.
Plenty of archaisms wandering around here, too.
alright.
Here we go! Now's a chance!
An opening. Leave it to me. My turn. Hey.
My turn! There!
Too slow! Go!
My turn. Right.
My turn! Now!
And one for me.
There we go.
Wow, you're even better than they say!
Keep gawking and we'll leave you behind.
I don't think I've seen that one before. Alright. Now that million is done. Move on.
We have the advantage.
Huh? Here we go.
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah.
My turn.
Go.
Leave it to me.
Okay. This is it.
And one for me.
There we go.
That seems to be the last of them.
Now that's why you're class president.
Okay. Next. What's going back?
Here's our chance. Don't mess it up.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle this.
Right.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
I screwed that up early. Damn it.
Okay. Burning daylight.
Ugh. I don't have very many opportunities. Damn it.
Is that a treasure chest?
Yep, flare bomb. Okay, why does Reen not have? Oh, right, he didn't have it. Crap. I don't think I really will. I mean, that's really good. Yeah. Okay, Reen, seriously, we need to give you the frickin'. Oh, right. On that on me. Oh god, I hate you so much. Sure now. Okay. We'll just do this one. There you are. Protection. Oh my god. Alright, that's good.
We finally got around to the other side.
The path to the right leads deeper into the fort. Let's keep moving.
Ah. That, I'm pretty sure he has a recipe for you. Yeah, the prologue definitely was shorter than this too. So yeah, they really were negotiating.
Now's our chance. My turn.
Of course. Okay.
Very well.
No, you don't. Stand down.
My turn.
Of course. Okay.
Very well.
Go.
Of course.
Farewell.
Baps! Well, that was dumb.
Oh, an Orban charging station. That door near it looks like it leads outside.
Probably an external corridor. Everyone, follow me.
Come on.
must be Guerrilla Academy. You can see Crossbell State on the other side.
There!
Those are...
The railway guns. They're enormous.
They sure are.
Damn! How did they manage to get them prepped so fast? Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target!
Instructor!
Are these control unit archaisms?
Well, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Ugh, we don't have time for this! We need to take these things out fast!
Right there with you.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap heap. I welcome all challengers.
Go!
My turn.
Very well.
Right. Hey!
Go! Go!
An opening.
My turn.
Very well.
Go! We finish this together!
Lead us in!
My turn.
Go! There!
Okay.
My turn.
My turn.
Okay.
Go! There!
Very well.
Need some frickin'
Of course.
restoration
Go!
or canceled arts, so might as well use ring
There!
sequence.
My turn.
Very well.
Okay.
Go!
I'm
There!
going to laugh if I get that trophy in
My
this
turn.
fight. Of
My
all
turn.
fights, the all places
Of
to get
course.
it would be this one. That just feels weird to me, you know? Nope, nobody's in charge of exchange. Actually, Eustace is.
I suppose I should
My
thank
turn.
you. I'll handle this.
Leave it to me. No, you don't.
Back!
Right.
Here we go! There!
Very well.
I mean, it is a good spot to get them, I guess. If they keep using them,
My turn.
they keep going to use
My
ours,
turn.
so... And Reem basically refills the
There.
CP, so
My
they
turn.
keep doing it over and over.
I'll handle this.
It's not like they're healing, so...
Of course.
Okay.
Here we go!
I will keep going. Yeah,
As your plane!
let's just do it.
I'll handle this.
Let's just speed this up a bit.
Of course. Arcus activate.
My turn.
Yeah.
I suppose I should thank. I'll handle this.
Alright. Oh, right. You don't have... I have enough outfitted you, yes.
No, you don't. I'm just getting warmed up.
Let's show her a Plasma Storm again. Oh, damn. And then you turn off Turbo Mode controller? Come on.
Let's see you live through this. Plasma storm.
My turn.
Booyah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, wow.
Go! My turn! Now's our chance!
Oh,
An
nice.
opening.
My turn.
See, why did that only do one day. Why am
My
I
turn.
doing so little damage all of a sudden?
Go!
Very well.
And I just remembered that I'm supposed to be taking notes, aren't I?
No, you don't.
Why is this like this?
Leave it to me.
Now my phone's going off. What now? I don't care about that. Oh my god. I know I had a drop over here. There it is. Ugh. How far behind my notes am I? Yeah, I'm a little behind. Give me 1 sec to get caught up on my notes here. Because I am extremely behind and I'm also off center, so. Let's see, I need to make that Guerrilla Fortress. Dead. Had a few notes to jot down.
Here we go!
This is nothing.
Very well.
Okay.
Here we go!
Of course.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn!
Yeah.
There!
Of course.
My turn.
Now. And one for me. My turn.
Here we go.
Come on. Okay, well, with it that low, I think I'm
I'll
gonna
handle this.
try for it.
Oh no, you don't!
Oof.
Stand down.
Impossible.
Leave it to me.
Okay, that's bad. But hey, I get to use one of these now. Okay, I've got 12 of these bloody things. We're gonna use a serum capsule on,
I suppose there's a thank you.
which gives him the 200 CP.
Go!
And I think I'll use material bomb on.
Of course.
And I should also use a cooling spray since I have so many of them.
My turn.
And let's link up with Eustace again. And just...
Yeah. Burning daylight.
Ah, so there is a such thing as scaling axe. Okay. It's definitely more downplay, though.
A self-destruct mechanism. Is their cowardice know no bounds?
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead. Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to...
Railway guns.
No, no, no!
No. Don't! Stop!
Yep. And of course, because we're now further in the story, you got the flashes of the three people that it'd be going bye-bye if they had actually fired. Because the guns don't start with
What?
Lyrano in it.
They didn't launch anything.
Oh, maybe the first bullet in each of the railway guns is a blank to prevent firing accidents.
What?
They do that?
Sure seems that way. And now that they fired once, it's gonna take some time before they're ready to fire again.
Then if we can reach them before that...
Yeah. There's no way we're going to let them get off a second shot.
Alright. Let's do it.
Here's our chance. Don't mess it up!
Here we go! Go!
An opening!
My turn.
Right! Hey!
My turn.
Go!
I do like that they keep this song going, though.
Of course! Huh?
Very well.
Go!
Leave it to me.
Of course!
Very well. I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
Man, useless. What is with you specifically being against me getting the frickin' pair-up thing? And preventing me from getting the pair-up thing.
Here's our chance.
Go!
Don't mess it up.
Go!
An opening!
Okay.
My turn!
My turn. Now.
There we go.
Instructor.
You got it.
There we go.
That's what happens when I get serious.
So that's why we never see this side of you.
Okay. Now that we've done that, finally switch to frickin' Gaia's. We're almost there. Almost got all of them on camera. Almost being the operative word there.
Yay, treasure!
I think I want to go back this way first.
Enemy sight! Take him out!
Do it!
Here!
You're done!
Right! Huh?
My turn! All right!
No, you don't! My turn.
Of course! Hey! Evil will fall before...
Yeah, it was too low on HP. Weren't gonna make it.
Wins behind us. Let's go!
Okay.
Right! Hey!
Leave it to me. There!
Stand down! Oh, no, you don't! Here we go! Another chance!
Oh, frick.
Your swordsmanship.
I've got a great!
Yay, remold up again. Now we can do that just one more time before the end of this.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Wings, give us your
Here we go.
blessing.
My turn. Leave it to me.
Of course.
Here we go!
Leave it to me.
Of course.
Go!
Okay.
Will you stop
My turn.
giving those two turns?
Leave it to me. Time is precious. We should hurry.
God damn it. It just kept giving freaking those Reen and Laura freaking turns, and I'm like, will you go away with that? Ah, so I passed by them just completely. Let's not do that.
Another storage area.
Looks like we hang a left on the route.
The wind's behind us.
Go!
Let's go.
My turn.
Of course. Hey! Off guard.
It's my turn.
Go!
My turn.
My turn. Hey!
Leave it to me.
My turn!
My turn.
Dang it.
Right.
Leave it to me. There. Time is precious. We should hurry.
I might not be able to do this. Unless I like sit there and go back and forth between an area multiple times. Which is gonna suck if I do that.
Is that a treasure?
Wings, give us your
Leave it to
blessing.
me. Do it.
Here.
My turn!
My turn.
Should not work.
My turn. No, you don't.
Stand down.
Here we go! Oh, no, you don't!
Right.
It's my turn. There.
Leave it to me.
My turn!
You have my face.
Take this! Oh, no, you don't! Too long!
Oh wow.
Messed up. Right.
This is getting a little on the ridiculous side.
Thanks.
Oh, no, you don't!
Come on.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Go! Ha!
Thank you.
Of course. Ha! Off guard.
Leave it to me.
There! Oh, no, you don't!
Okay.
Won't give up.
Okay. Yeah, this is getting a little on the ridiculous side, so
As you
die.
This is nothing. Ha!
My turn.
Leave it to me.
We're open! Instructor!
Right.
Oh wow.
After you, instructor.
They'll see me coming and start running.
Oh, wow. Guys and Emma. Well, that was random. But there it is. Oh, now I can finally switch the links. Oh my god. That is actually a pain in the butt. Not going to lie. Okay. Since I have the resources, let's get some of these. Okay. Okay. So now that we're mostly healed up
The advantage is ours.
here. Oh wow, really? One? Oh wait, no. Mean does need to have.
Of course.
Leave it to me.
All right. Time is precious. We should hurry.
I will show these off, damn it. All of the ones with Sarah, I will show off. Including the burst victory if I managed it. What was that? Ah.
The wind's behind us.
My turn.
Let's go. Go.
Of course.
All right.
Uh,
There, we're open.
An opening.
My turn.
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Alright.
The wind's behind us.
Leave it
Let's
to
go.
me.
My turn.
Go. Leave it to me. There.
Okay.
Of course.
Go. It's my turn. Go.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn. Time is precious. We should hurry.
It really doesn't want to give me this freaking moment of rain. Am I really going to have to find this out to show this off? That is gonna suck.
The wind's behind us.
Right.
Let's go.
My turn.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Of course.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Go.
Right. Evil will fall before.
Ah. Do I have a weaker weapon for Rain? No. Yes, I was actually wanting him to have a weaker weapon. Actually, hang on. Yeah, that's what I thought.
The advantage is
Leave
ours.
it to me.
My turn. Go! Instructor!
Right. Right.
Aw. That sucked.
All right. Oh, no, you don't.
My turn. My turn.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Right.
Leave it to me. There. Time is precious. We should hurry.
The advantage is ours.
Go!
Right.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. We'll cut our own path.
This is starting to
Oh,
bug me.
that's a...
Enemy sighted.
Leave it
Take
to
him
me.
out.
We're just not
Burning
dealing with
daylight.
that.
Nice.
This is the freight platform. We finally made it to the other side.
We've got to be close. Just need to head up that staircase over there.
Oh, a treasure chest.
There we go.
Here's our chance. Don't
My
mess it
turn.
up. Right. Leave it to me. Now.
It's my turn.
All right. My turn.
My turn. Okay.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Here we go.
My turn.
All right.
Of course.
Oh, no, you don't. Go!
Okay. Burning daylight.
This is starting to bug me. So, yeah, I'm gonna be sitting a little bit trying to show these off.
The advantage is
Leave
ours.
it to me.
If
Right.
it wasn't for the fact that I'm pretty sure Sarah doesn't join in a dungeon, I would
Go.
go ahead and do this.
All right.
Right. No, you don't. My turn.
My turn. All right.
Right. My turn.
Here we go. That's the power of the 8 years.
Come on. Alright, you know what? I'll give this 5 more attempts to get it with Rain. If I fail,
Now's your chance. Let's get him.
Of course.
My turn. All right.
There.
My turn. My turn.
Go. All right. My turn.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn. There. Time is precious. We should hurry. The wind's behind us.
My turn.
Let's go.
Leave it to me. My turn. Hey!
All right.
Leave it to me. There.
Here we go. Go!
And one
Yes.
for me.
There we go.
Not half bad.
You say as you outdo us.
Okay. One more. God damn it. One more.
Wings be
Just
hungry.
need one
Let's go.
more.
Right. Here we go.
It's my turn.
Go!
It's my turn.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Of course.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. That's the power of the 8 weeks.
Oh. Now, I said it was 5 more.
Wings be hungry.
Go.
for
Let's go.
me.
Of course. Hey!
For Laura and
My turn.
Sarah,
All right.
I'll give it a few attempts.
Back up!
Take this. My turn. Now's a chance.
Here.
You're finished.
It's my turn.
Right.
Okay.
It's my turn. There. Time is precious. We should hurry.
I'll give this like
The
7
advantage is
more,
My
ours.
turn.
with this being the first one.
My turn.
My turn. Hey!
It's my turn.
Fool!
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Right.
My turn.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Go.
Of course.
All right.
Leave it to me.
Lights out for them.
Good.
I wonder how many views I have right now. I have 93 materials right now. Alright, 6 more attempts. 6 more attempts at this.
Here's our chance.
My
Don't
turn.
mess it up.
Of course. Hey!
My turn.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Of course.
My turn.
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Here's our chance. My turn.
My turn.
Right.
Leave it to me.
No, you don't.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Right.
All right.
Here we go.
My turn.
My turn.
Go.
All right. Time is precious. We should hurry.
5 more. I'll go 5 more.
Wings be hungry.
Right.
Let's go.
my...
Okay. I thought that was the turn pistol, but no, that was better.
Here's our chance.
My
Don't
turn.
mess it up. Leave it to me. Do it.
There! Got it.
It's an honor to see the purple lightning in action.
Maybe you'll get a nickname someday.
Okay. Now that I've gotten that, I don't know what my brave points are.
The wind's behind us.
Okay.
Let's
4.
go.
Do it.
Oh.
An opening!
Oh,
Right.
of course you're gonna frickin' do that.
My turn.
All right.
Right.
Here we go.
My turn.
All right.
Go. Arcus,
Right.
activate.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me.
Back off! Of course.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me. Burning daylight.
At least if she gets it right in the first go of this next round.
Now's our chance. Go.
My turn.
All fair.
My turn.
All fair.
All right.
All the chances.
My turn.
All
Right.
the chances.
Back off!
Oh no, you don't.
Leave it to me.
All right.
Here we go.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
Go.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Go.
My turn.
Right. Hey!
All right.
Go.
My turn.
Of course.
It's my turn.
Come on.
Go.
Leave it to me. Now.
It's a waste, but I'm doing
Ready for a beat down?
Acknowledge.
Understood.
Not bad, kid.
There. Took some massive amounts of annoying grind, but I did it. Oh.
Sarah here. Yeah, we're almost to the railway gun. Yeah, may Adios be with us both.
Is Group B almost there?
This is it, so get ready!
Understood.
Yeah. I don't even know if I have I do have arms. There's not much point to using them though.
There's one of them.
Oh, right. There's another character I'm gonna have to do this same thing with, aren't I? Great.
So these are the railway guns.
It's gigantic.
And they intend to turn this on a city full of hundreds of thousands of innocent people.
Who the hell are you?
Are you those kids from the military academy?
Stay away from the railway gun.
Enough from you!
We need to take them down as quickly as possible.
Wings, give us your blessing.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're not even trying. Let's just get this over with.
Here we go. Damn.
It's my turn.
There. Damn.
Of course.
No.
My turn. Go.
Here.
No.
The winds must be on our side.
They must be, because that was a breeze.
Oh, that part.
This isn't the first time I've crossed swords with the Imperial Liberation Front.
They don't seem really strong, just really obstinate.
What would push them to go this far?
We can discuss that later.
Right. We need to stop the railway gun first.
Get back!
It would have been smarter to stay away, S.
I'm impressed you saw me coming, Purple Lightning. I see the rumors about you weren't just trumped-up stories.
I love a good compliment, but getting one from a terrorist just doesn't put a spring in my step. Still, I suppose the fact you're here means the other ringleaders must be over at the other gun.
V certainly is. As for Gideon, I'm sorry to say he lost his life in Crossbell a short while ago.
What?
He did?
I just received a call about it a few minutes ago. Apparently, he was killed by a real top-rate Jaeger Corps hired by your friend, the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Poor guy. I heard it was practically a massacre.
What a terrible way to go.
Well, Gramps isn't exactly known for his bountiful sense of mercy.
If you don't want to die like a dog, don't run around snapping your fangs at everyone.
You keep talking like this has nothing to do with you, but I take it you've got no intention of beating a retreat. It sounds like you've got the railway gun set to automatic firing mode, too.
I was wondering what that sound was.
It was loading another round!
Oh, I was hoping you'd miss it in all your battling. It's got, 10 minutes or so to go.
Conniving witch. You can let us past, or we're going to force our way through. Your choice.
Careful. She's a dangerous one to tangle with, and she's hiding something.
Right again.
Damn! Giant archaisms!
Ooh, just my color, too. For borrowed muscle, I've really taken a liking to them. Gideon might have fallen, but it's not too late. To send the Chancellor to join him on his way to Gehenna!
How about you go instead?
Crossbell's counting on us. Strike with everything you've got.
Let's rock!
Think you can satisfy me, little kittens?
My turn. Azure Flame.
Leave it to me.
All right.
Grant me your strength!
we're just not even messing around, because I remember this fight
Right.
being brutal.
Behold the might of the
Considering I
Archangel!
just hit them with I just hit them with 3 S breaks, and S is only around half
Aren't you feisty?
HP down.
See how long that lasts.
You're mine!
My turn.
You're mine!
My turn. There.
I forget how many I have to do to get that done.
Leave it to me. There! Now!
My turn.
Oh no, you don't.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Right.
Okay. Do it!
An opening.
Here we go.
Yeah, this fight was
My turn.
brutal under first. There's blades.
All right.
Unless you've actually been sitting there grinding. But as
Leave
you
it
can
to me.
see, even with grinding, this is still
My
a
turn.
rough fight.
No, you don't.
There's nowhere to run.
Oh yeah, that's like Sky Games.
Bloody storm!
The enemies have best grabs.
I'll break your soul.
Take this!
My turn. Hey! Now! Instructor!
Yeah, we're not taking chances.
Not yet!
Oops.
Take this! That was great.
My turn.
Oh, Reen's just injured?
Oh, free food.
This.
Not yet.
We'll use this one.
Huh. Oh, that's good.
My turn.
It's my turn. There! Now!
Oh no, you don't.
Back off.
Hope you like pain.
See ya!
Leave it to me.
My turn.
And down.
How humiliating.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Alright. So now I have over 2,017 mass.
No!
Systems deactivated. Thank goodness.
Ah, you got me. Shouldn't have expected any less from the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or from Sylphid. The rest of you weren't half bad either.
I can't believe you could take on this many of us at once.
You are one tough old bear.
Neidhart here. We've regained control of the left railway gun.
And we've deactivated the right wing's railway gun over here. Good work.
We did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
My. You can hardly call our crossing paths coincidence at this point. Oh well, no matter. Everything played out just like C said it would, both here and in Crossbell.
What are you talking about?
Comrade S.
What? How can they still move?
We'd completely incapacitated them.
Go, Comrade S. Regroup with Comrades C and V and bring the hammer down once and for all!
That's the plan. Well, I'll catch you all in the great beyond.
What? No!
She wouldn't.
Damn.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. Allow me to extend my congratulations. You did well, fending off our two-pronged attack here and in Crossbell. But you would be foolish to assume this is the end of it. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready.
How can this be? So this is the Imperial Liberation Front. For even more reason than I'd hoped.
So C was here after all.
Who is he anyway? What's he hiding? Even the intelligence division's drawing a blank trying to gather info on him.
At least this time we managed to capture some of them alive. And they will talk.
What the hell is this?
What?
This is bad. Looks like these guys all swallowed neurotoxin capsules. I don't think we're gonna be able to save them. I doubt it'll work, but I'm gonna try to neutralize the poison. Emma, if you've got any herbs you think might help, give me a hand here.
Of course.
Do you think they'll pull through?
Not sure. I'd give them 50-50 maybe.
Even if we can keep them alive, there's no guarantee they'll regain consciousness. No!
Why? Why would they go this far? These are the kinds of people we're dealing with.
With some quick thinking, hard fighting, and a little luck, we were able to stop a potentially devastating terrorist attack in its tracks. But with the political climate as it was, this incident, overshadowed by the crisis in Crossbell, was never made public. In the days that followed, we still felt shaken, our eyes newly opened to the dangers facing our homeland, both outside and within.
Yep.
Drinks are on me someday. Good showing, everyone.
Yeah, I'm not getting the best rank. So that's the end of chapter 5. Signs and omens. I could keep going, but this is a good stopping point. yet again. And I feel like this is a trend, and it's going to keep going. So, next time, on which will be Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, it'll be on to Chapter 6, which will, of course, basically consist of all of the cutscenes leading up to the free day, and maybe we can get to the old schoolhouse exploration mission next time. Not sure. Although that one, Wednesday, as far as I know, unless something changes between now and then, Wednesday's actually got an advantage because I don't work. So, we'll see if that changes, but otherwise, yeah, I will see you guys Thursday for a much longer stream, or at least one that I'm intending, because Chapter 6 is long and involved. At least I think it is. It will be long and involved if it's the chapter I think it is, which it probably is. So, until next time, Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walkers signing out. Have a good one.